Days, evenings, and weekends at the USDA Graduate School throughout the summer for those interested in learning. Invest some of your free time in a course at the USDA Graduate School. Call 447-4419 for more information.
WMOD says a lot for the nation's capital.
Haven't you heard about the guy known as the cheater?
Sitting in the back, just watching a movie. Or maybe it's as simple, I wouldn't know. I don't care about the simple.
Is this Mrs. Clem from Virginia?
Yes, it is.
Well, Mrs. Clem, this is Ted Ruby, and if you can sing the Peachtree of McLean Garden Apartment jingle, you'll win a very special prize.
Oh.
Hello, Mrs. Clem, are you there?
Good. Good.
No, Mrs. Clem, that's not the Peachtree jingle. That's another very popular jingle, but not Peachtree.
Could you give me a hint?
Well, I can tell you this. Peachtree of McLean is very conveniently located in a beautifully natural setting. Each Peachtree apartment has shag carpeting, spacious walk-in closets, to say nothing of the wonderfully large rooms, and, of course, a big private swimming pool.
Yeah, I remember now.
Oh, good. Let's hear it.
You're the one.
No, Mrs. Clown. But we do hope you come out and see Peachtree of McLean real soon.
Peachtree, it's the real thing.
The preceding has been selected from phone calls faked in a recording studio somewhere in Falls Church.
Take Capitol Beltway to exit 10E Route 7. Continue east on Route 7, 1/2 mile to Peachtree of McLean. Management by Dreyfus Brothers Incorporated.
If you're planning to drive somewhere this summer in your old, non-air conditioned car, don't.
Just leave it where it is. Instead, plan on renting a lovely air-conditioned car from Ladd Mills Service Center. Whether it's your trip around town or the suburbs or farther, drive in air-conditioned comfort. Rent an air-conditioned car from Ladd Mills Service Center in Georgetown. They can put you in a really nice car for a really nice price. One of the lowest rental costs in Washington. Of course, if your car is on the blink and you need some wheels, think of Ladd Mills Service Center. Or if you need an Econoline van for moving some big stuff, think of Ladd Mills Service Center. Ladd Mills Service Center in Georgetown at Wisconsin and Q Street. Use your Exxon credit card, of course, and let them put you in a real nice car, a real nice air-conditioned car for a real nice price. One of the lowest rental costs in Washington at Wisconsin and Q Streets in Georgetown. Ladd Mills Service Center. They're swell on wheels.
Hi, Jeff Leonard, 2 to 6 p.m. Monday through Saturday in Washington's Gold Mine with a WMOD reminder. The mentally retarded can be helped, you know. You can help by being a citizen advocate, sharing your life experiences, and being a friend to a retarded person in your community. For more information, call the Northern Virginia Citizen Advocacy Program at 532-3292.
WMOD says a lot for the nation's capital.
opened up for another great season of entertainment. On Monday and Tuesday nights, Joan Baez brings her talents as a composer, lyricist, and performer to Carter Barron's summer lineup of great entertainment. Joining Baez will be Washington's favorite, Steve Goodman. That's this Monday and Tuesday, July 7th and 8th at Carter Barron. Then, on Wednesday and Thursday, it's the philosophical folk style of John Prine. Interesting, often comical, and occasionally controversial. John Prine will weave his magic spell of personal experiences into your life. That's Wednesday and Thursday, July 9th and 10th at Carter Barron. Then, on Friday, it's Blood, Sweat, and Tears. Appearing with Blood, Sweat, and Tears will be Return to Forever, featuring Chick Corea and Stanley Clarke. And on Saturday, it's the legendary Chris Christopherson and Rita Coolidge together with Billy Swan. For a summer filled with great entertainment, it's Carter Barron. Tickets for all performances available at the Carter Barron box office and all Ticketron locations.
98.7 WMOD.
WMOD gives you your chance to program your all-time favorite classic rock and roll golden oldies. Simply list your all-time top 10 classic rock and roll hits on a postcard with your name and address and send to Classic Rock and Roll, WMOD, 1680 Wisconsin Avenue Northwest, Washington, 20007. Each day, WMOD's Mike Fitzgerald will draw one postcard and play that person's all-time top 10 classic rock and roll records on the air. If it's your postcard, you'll receive a souvenir tape copy of your very own program. And remember, every postcard received at WMOD and every record listed on those postcards will be tabulated. The result is WMOD's all-time 300 classic rock and roll hits. Send your all-time top 10 classic rock and roll hits on a postcard with your name and address to WMOD, 1680 Wisconsin Avenue Northwest, Washington, D.C. WMOD, spreading the gospel of gold.
Here's a 98.7 reminder. How serious is the problem of birth defects? Did you know it affects 250,000 babies born each year? The March of Dimes leads in the fight against birth defects. Call 296-2590 and find out how you can help.
He don't love you like I love you.
Hey, this is Dick Millard with just a quick note. You can be part of our little journey in nostalgia every Sunday night for 3 hours beginning at 8:30. The early rock and roll and you, the expert. Nostalgia, 8:30, here on WMOD.
You're listening to WMOD, 98.7 FM, Washington's Gold Mine, bringing back the good times. Remember?
Let go, man, go. I got a gal that I love, so I'm ready. Ready, I'm ready. Around, 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 around. 'Cause I'm a wanderer. Yeah, a wanderer. I roam around
Classic rock and roll continues from the gold mine. WMOD, Washington, D.C. You're listening to WMOD 98.7 FM, Washington's Gold Mine, bringing back the good times. Remember?
I went to Chinatown, way back in old Hong Kong, to get some egg foo young. And then, Moody River, your muddy water, took my baby's mind.
WMOD gives you your chance to program your all-time favorite classic rock and roll golden oldies. Simply list your all-time top 10 classic rock and roll hits on a postcard with your name and address and send to Classic Rock and Roll, WMOD, 1680 Wisconsin Avenue Northwest, Washington, 20007. Each day, WMOD's Mike Fitzgerald will draw one postcard and play that person's all-time top 10 classic rock and roll records on the air. If it's your postcard, you'll receive a souvenir tape copy of your very own program. And remember, every postcard received at WMOD and every record listed on those postcards will be tabulated. The result being WMOD's all-time 300 classic rock and roll hits. Send your all-time top 10 classic rock and roll hits on a postcard with your name and address to WMOD, 1680 Wisconsin Avenue Northwest, Washington, D.C. WMOD, spreading the gospel of gold.
Here's a 98.7 reminder. If your club, group, or civic organization has an event coming up, send a text.
To WMOD 98.7 FM, Washington's Gold Mine, bringing back the good times. Remember? Classic rock and roll continues from the gold mine. WMOD, Washington, D.C.